Samsung brings you the tale of the tape. 9 years younger is Kabesa. The reach in a big, big way will go to Smiley. That is 21 or 19 centimeters. I'm not doing my math right. EFC amplified by Samsung. The S8 and S8 Plus in Midnight Black, Orchid Gray, and Maple Gold. Let's send it up to the best thing out of Atlanta since Little John, Shane the Duke Wellington.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. 3 rounds in the EFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a pro record of 22 wins and 12 losses. He stands 1.74 meters tall, weighing in at 72 kilograms. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa, Paulo Silver. And now, introducing his opponent. He's fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a pro record of 9 wins and 1 loss. He stands 1.75 meters tall, weighing in at 69 kilograms. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa, the current EFC featherweight champion of the world, Igeu Smiley kabesa. And when the action begins, our referee in charge is Bobby Karagianidis.
RDG Hexagon Girls, RDG Repairs, all makes of cars, Baki, car, SUV, truck drivetrains, everything. Check them out at rdg.co.za. Pumza Lesedi. Lightweight action. Igeu Kabesa Smiley taking on the Brazilian Bananada.
Ready. Paulo, ready. Fight.
Round 1 is underway, and it's brought to you by Dragon Energy, specifically designed to maximize mental and physical performance. Dragon Energy in the white, the very small fight shorts. That is Bananada in the black, Smiley Kabesa.
Igeu Kabesa, as we've expected, very light on his feet, bounces around, moves in, moves out in that southpaw stance. Paulo Silver in the orthodox, more traditional stance. Also light on his feet, ready to fire whenever it's needed.
Yeah, during the face-off at the weigh-ins, Igeu is bouncing like he always does. And then all of a sudden, Paulo Silva started doing the same thing. He couldn't help himself, and they were both just bouncing at the weigh-ins. Very intense face-off. Bananada, you know, this is a guy that's been there so many times. No opponent is going to scare him or back him down at all.
Oh, he's been all over the world. He has seen it all. Good right hand by the Brazilian. Igeu going in with that leading side kick.
Brewing. Bananada trying to take down the superior wrestler in Igeu Kabesa, and he is pushing that weight on him. And he does have a lot of weight on him, Dirk. You look at the difference between these two, and it looks like night and day when you're talking about the stature, the weight. And he's putting a lot on him right now.
Yeah, he is a big lightweight, make no mistake about that.
I mean, he didn't even make lightweight. I mean, he was 72.5, I believe, is when he weighed in. Not to mention how much he's put on since then, and it's just so much more than Kabesa.
And yeah, you can see it, he's physically domineering Igeu up against the fence. Now Igeu's trying to swim in, get those underhooks, which he has secured. Hands clasped together. Can he work for a takedown from here, get top position?
Kabesa now reverses things up against the fence. Now he's going to look to operate. You know, the one thing we've talked about with Kabesa, and if there's ever been a downfall, is when he left Fight Fit Militia, he just bounced around so much. It seems like he's never really found a home. And obviously he's with Walter Wendt now and has a great group, Nakazumi Zulu, and all these great fighters. That being said, how long will he stay there? I think that's going to have a lot to do with his continued success.
Good striking by Kabesa.
Left hand. Here comes Kabesa.
Paulo shoots him for a takedown almost immediately, and he's going to get this.
Now Kabesa used a little bit of the fence.
Yeah,
just
I think that was a little bit
up.
unfair. I think he would have definitely been taken down from there.
Wow, look how good Kabesa is at keeping his feet underneath him. You're talking about a superior wrestler, a guy that is absolutely tuned to everybody he's dealt with.
That is just levels and levels of wrestling by Igeu Kabesa. So manages to get back up.
Let's talk about the energy that's being expended by Bananada right now. He's trying so hard to get a takedown, and he's using a lot of strength.
Well, he's pushing in his front of his own corner as well. You see Kabesa's looking over at his corner, almost asking, you know, what's next? What do I need to do? 2 minutes remaining in this first round, and it's been a lot of him defending a takedown so far.
Remember, this is a 3-round fight. This is not a 5-rounder. You don't have time.
Gives up his back. Got taken down there, but jumped up right back to his feet very quickly. And it's not often you actually see Igeu get taken down to the ground.
Paulo Silver doing a fantastic job against Kabesa so far.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you almost have to think whatever the game plan was for Kabesa, if he wanted to stand and trade and keep distance between the two of them, you have to think that he needs to go back to his bread and butter, get some distance between them, put him on his back and grind it out from there. Because so far, De Silva, I think, has surprised everyone by actually shooting in and looking for that takedown, backing himself, knows he's got a superior jiu-jitsu game.
Just the way he swims and the way he stays on Kabesa is really incredible. Kabesa's always working his arm, looking for underhooks, trying to get out of there. But Bananada is sticking with Kabesa the best way he can, and he's doing a great job.
He's pushing all his weight onto him. He's really grinding. Bobby Karajanidis has seen enough.
I like that separation.
It's a great separation. It went on for quite some time. And big leg kicker now.
Here we go again. Big swings from Kabesa.
And now Kabesa has De Silva pressed up against the fence. And what can he do from here?
You know, if you could get a definitive one, right?
If he can get a good takedown, absolutely, he can maybe edge the round here. So far, it's been a very tight, very tough round. De Silva screaming at Kabesa to hit him and smiling at him. Wow.
Let me tell you something.
That's a tough
Coming
dude.
up in Brazil, obviously I can't vouch for it. That being said, these guys fight from such a young age. They get put through such rigorous training. It takes a lot to inflict pain on one of these tough Brazilian fighters.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that's its birthplace, and these guys start rolling at a very, very young age. And we know the old school Vanderlei Silva, bare knuckle Vale Tudo fights that the guys had. Absolutely mental.
There's no talent
absolutely
with Bananada.
mental.
There's definitely an underground scene, to say the least. And Rastonic has your action replay here from round number 1. Some great striking. There's a big right hand from Paulo Silva.
Both landed some strikes. Both pushed their opponent up against the fence. So it's super tough round to score. I don't think either of these guys were definitive in their offense. If anything, Paulo Silva maybe had more control when he pushed Igeu up against the fence for as long as what he did, but a very tough round to score.
Here's your corner cam brought to you by our friends at Rastonic, supporting dreams since 1938. That is Rastonic. And now we'll move into the second round, and that's what happened first round. You gonna make a call on that one?
No, I don't want to.
Okay, good. I'll defer. Let me lay out on that.
Ready. Ready. Fight.
Here we go. Round 2 from Johannesburg, EFC 67. Round 2 brought to you by Dragon Energy, official energy drink of the Extreme Fighting Championship. Big swing and a miss there by Bananada. The younger, faster Kabesa is landing. Bananada up against the fence. This could be trouble for the Brazilian.
It looked for a moment as if Kabesa hurt him with that right hand. I think he has recovered now, though. Kabesa looking solid on the stand-up, but still he's swinging a little bit wildly for me. And against a power puncher like Paulo Silva, you have to watch out. You can't just throw caution to the wind. We know he's got a good chin. He has been tested before. But use the hand, set up that takedown, go to what you're good at. So far, it's been so close. You don't want it to go to the judges, especially if it was the way the first round went.
And you're almost playing into the strengths of Bananada, a bigger, stronger guy.
Absolutely.
Trying to work that clinch. You want to see a separation. You want to see him do what he does best. I agree. And now he's just going to straight up play the power game with Bananada. And to his credit, he is in a dominating position up against the fence. He got warned by Bobby Karajanidis for shots to the back of the head, did Bananada.
It was interesting. Igeu was looking for the big throw, and I think he might also be struggling a bit with the size, the weight, the strength of Paulo Silva here. That's why it's so important for guys to make weight, and there's a reason for weight divisions.
I agree.
You can clearly see him struggling with the weight difference. You know, if a guy can make 17, he goes back up to 80 the next day. Good for him.
Well, listen, we have to give credit and props to Igeu kabesa for taking the fight. He didn't have to take the fight, especially after the missed weight. He didn't have to take another opponent, for that matter. That was something that he decided to do. He could have laid out. He could have just enjoyed the fight from the stands, but he wanted to fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And 2.9 kilos over is a lot over. I think it's certainly showing at the moment.
Well, definitely the quickness of kabesa and the strength as well. And we're going to get a separation. Bobby Caragini just separates it. There we go.
And keep in mind, Igeu has been training for a 5-round fight, so
right down the middle.
He'll be ready to go. He has to be careful. That's exactly what I was talking about. A massive 1-2 by Silver, and it lands.
These shots are on point. He's been learning a lot from Zulu Boy because those strikes are very accurate.
He's landing though, but Paulo landed 2 big shots right in the beginning of that exchange.
I think kabesa got the most of it though.
Definitely towards the end of that exchange, yes, he certainly did, but he has to be wary, and I just don't understand guys that fall in love with the striking when they are so good on the ground. Use your hands, throw a couple of shots, shoot for that big takedown, put your opponent on his back. That's your bread and butter. Maybe also because he knows his title isn't on the line here. He's willing to try something a bit different, take some chances.
Igeu kabesa, a very, very confident young man, and here we go once again. He looks up at the clock. We got 2 minutes to go.
That is concerning, and he looked up at the clock right earlier.
Oh, my goodness!
He's out!
Oh, no!
And finishes it!
Smiley
No
wins!
ways!
He knocked his block off! My gosh! Whoa! Folks, I think he might have learned some striking. He is a dangerous, dangerous man, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa! That was face plant of the century, Dirk.
Wow! And
He ate
kabesa
Matt.
nearly messed up there by just running away, thinking it's a walk-off knockout.
Oh,
My goodness me, I didn't
Whoa.
quite see what hit him from the angle that we were sitting at, but it was obviously
that was,
right on the money.
wow.
Wow.
Beautiful. I got to see that one again. Restonic brings you this replay. Wow,
Here we
so
go,
fast.
comes in. Oh, a
And
spinning
this spinning
elbow.
back elbow.
That's the fancy stuff that gets the win. I eat my words about the striking. Let him strike all day long.
Are you kidding me?
That is an early contender, first event of the year. That could be knockout of the year right there. You never see those land.
I don't even know that he meant to throw it. I mean, it just almost hit by circumstance.
No,
but that was
was,
beat up. Of course, he's going to claim that he meant to throw it.
and he should. And he should.
Yeah, of course he should. Spinning back elbow. That was special.
Yeah, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. You see guys throw it, and it just never works. It just never works.
Igeu learned how to strike. What can we say? I mean, I get it. Go with what you're good at, but when you're good at striking too, throw it out there. And he made a statement.
Wow.
That was beautiful. Check out that replay again.
One more time. Here we go.
Different angle. Oh, yeah. He meant it.
That was completely intended.
He meant it.
Wow.
On the button.
Top shot.
Oh,
Bob.
good night, Bananada.
And you can see
R.I.P.
Zulu,
Bananada.
Zulu boy in the corner. It looks like they have practiced that because he's showing it in replay again and again and again. Incredible performance by Igeu kabesa.
You have to be entertained with that, EFC fans. Giving you some good stuff to kick off 2018. Shane the Duke Wellington, put a bow on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Caraginides has called a stop to this contest 3 minutes and 21 seconds into the second round, declaring the winner by TKO due to strikes, Igeu Smiley kabesa.